Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, this new restaurant opened called Bob's and Stewart's Party Place. Many customers came, mostly the Godzilla gang, every Sunday and Mondays, but let's not get to that part. Anyways, they liked going there because of the delicious food. They said they'd be opening new animatronics soon. You could probably see where I'm going with this, so yeah, we're doing FNAF. Basically, after these animatronics got old and weary, they kicked the animatronics out and threw them into the back rooms with every other cancelled animatronic plan. They decided to do something newer than just stupid minions. So they chose their most visited customers, the Godzilla gang. And let me tell ya, who's the one who made them animatronics. It was a little fella named Zagrody. Zagrody would come every often as an employee, but also a murderer dino. He usually entered the establishment and usually picked up old parts, but he also had a murderous rampage. So one day he asked for 5 Godzillas to come with him. The 5 Godzillas he wanted were 3 little baby Godzillas. We had the red Godzilla, who was mostly assumed to be called Lava, the crystal one who was called Crystal. The orange one was called Ember, and they also came along with a one-armed sarcastic child named Zilla. And we also had the 5th victim, the one that we won't get into, but he still came into the picture. He decided to allow everyone to follow the crazy murderer, not knowing his evil tactics. Eventually, he took them all into the back room, and then, when all of them were having a good time, he decided to have a little fun by turning on the lights, as the sicko he is, and then he could see his victims in clear sight to catch them. They didn't know what was going to happen. They thought they would get something like a cupcake. So they were assuming he was turning on the lights for the party. But no, it was for a murder problem. Eventually the 5 ganged up and everything went fine for them until the lights started to flicker. And then something horrible happened. One of the children went missing, and then another, and then another, and then a 4th. Only leaving the one little one of them all, the son of Godzilla, to witness this giant, threatening, green, evil creature come over to him. And it was the end that he seeked. The next day, they opened a new cartoon called Wallace's Funhouse, where the starring characters were Gromit. Gromit, you need to get my name right. And also that lady from one Gromit episode that no one remembers. And of course, Wallace, who was the main mascot, entertaining children on the cartoon, and sometimes a few 4th breaks. And anyways, let's ignore that, along with the dog from the other one episode with that one lady in it. Not again. But there was one hiding behind all of this. Anyways, eventually they opened a full operation, and so in came the children, and including adults. Eventually, as they opened, the animatronics would be seen on a stage, where they would set everything up in their daily life, hoping that the animatronics won't fall and create a tremendous horrible action where, if they fall, like this happens. But luckily, guess one intended to be near it, so they wouldn't be killed at the time. But that one time, there was many crowds and pushers. All of them wanted to have a small sight at the ultimate Gromit and Wallace's place. The crowd was pushing one or maybe even two little kids nudged over, and by that I mean a lot, near the stage, and a few of them went a tad bit close. So one little Pikachu went in, and also one small little dog investigating for clues for the murders that have happened recently. Although no one was assuming anything, a few guests were worried, but they didn't care because they were just small little children. But in came murderer, who when he saw the amount of crowds, he knew he could do something about it. So he went over and headed to the back part of the stage, and just as he pushed, he heard a voice, and then saw a metal figure coming towards him, and grabbed onto him and accidentally pushed over the entire thing, killing the two. And then they collapsed. The metal creature was immediately taken down by workers at the place and was sent away as a scrap. But eventually, they thought the robot killed those two, not the evil worker himself, who was creating this whole marathon. So they decided to let him go. Well, he only had to pay £50. So, yay, he gets to live. Well, that's what he said. But everyone who died from him was probably pulling the middle finger. And then, in a matter of seconds, all the crowd went and died. All because of the sneaky murder. And when the lights flickered and all the guests were gone, the worker knew what was wrong. So he was about to punch the dinosaur until... and he was gone. The dinosaur had blood on his hands and he was ready to gain more. So out went he. As the poor dismantled animatronic realised that he still had a plan to create new animatronics, it fallen as it was the fifth victim of the murder incident at the Minions restaurant. And now there was the establishment of Godzilla's restaurants and fun, where they would entertain children, and eventually people got wary because more people went missing, and eventually the animatronics started to act funny. But the murderous lizard called so many murders, he decided to hire a night guard. So you want me for the job, Squashbuckler? Yes, sure do. Okay, but where you taking me at? You're going to Godzilla's restaurant and fun. Is that some kind of joke? You want me there and you're gonna give me £1,000? Yeah, sure, as long as you dismantle the animatronic, as long as you don't fiddle with the animatronics. Don't do anything. And the pirate was made for mischief, so he had to make fun of the animatronics. But then, in come the first night shift. His first night was pretty decent. He got a phone call from the murderer himself, who pretended to be phone guy basically, telling him facts and all that nonsense. Here was one of his short phone calls from night one. Hello, I'd like to greet you to your job. Oh, wait, are you the guy who told me to come to this job? Let's not talk about that. Either way, eventually, well, 30 years children have been missing in our establishment. But trust us, we have nothing to do with this. What does this have to do with my first night? You should be telling me this on the latest night. I guess you're really hating us. Sure. Just tell me what to do and how to survive. I know there has to be some murder incident somewhere. Actually, no. What? Why? You hired me here? I'm a pirate. I'm meant to kill, not just sit on a desk all day. I heard something. Check your cameras. Oh, really? Okay, thanks, Mr. Phone Dude. Where are my cameras? Oh, boy. After a lot of training. Alright, I know how to use cameras now. I just have to use this odd dog creature. Just to warn you, though, it can be fasty. What do you mean by goodbye? Boop. Ah, phone guy never makes any sense. Now let's open this baby and see the cameras. Alright, let's check the cameras. Camera 1. Now let's see if anything's near me. What is it? Uh-oh. You're going down. I'm sure he'll be okay. Can I help you, camera? Get off me! Alright, we gotta figure out what's up. I'm jumping off. Woohoo! Look at you. Listen, we really don't want any harm. We just want you to be like us. What do you mean, be like you? We were killed by the person who was phoning you, and we're going to take revenge on everything living we see. Well, why aren't you killing your friends then? That's not the point. No! I'm out of this establishment. See you later. And then the second night came, where since the pirate left the establishment, it was meant for one employee. Oh boy. He left the job on the first night. Ring, 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 ring. Alright, who's there? Hello, just to let you know, I'll be your phone caller since you were my phone caller, and you never told me about you murdering the victims. Where's your ID? What do you mean by ID address? You don't need that. Yes, I do, and I'm coming right now. You think you should say that when I have a gun? Screw you. Otherwise, just get me through this, and I tell you, nothing to do with me. No murder has anything to do with this place. Well, what about that dog chatting to me about... You must have just been hallucinating some stuff. I don't know. You're a pirate. You do drugs. Either way, so yeah, I phone called you, so I know what I'm doing. Boy. Wait, I forgot to boop. Oh boy. Oh well. I guess it's time to act cool. Come here. I know you're asleep, but you can come here. No. Who said that? Someone's in the establishment. Everyone else is asleep, but I'm checking. Where is he? I wonder where he... Wait, what in the world? What was that? Ah! Wait, what in the world? What was that? Wait, what in the world? What was that? Finally, I killed them after all this time. Now it's time to kill that one. Da-da-da. Well, I was trying to warn you that someone needs not to lie to me when they saying they're coming to my house because I have a gun. Oh yeah, and I shot you. I'm not sure it's okay. And so that was the story. How do you like the story, kids? Can I be involved in the next murder incident?